Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing Big City Greens Season 2 Episode 22 called and it's called Rent Control, and the second half, which actually has a clip for it, is called Pool Gold, which is supposed to be a play on Fool's Gold in sort of a way, but it's called Pool Gold. So, and we're off the streak of having, what was it? Both segments having clips. So yeah, that ended with Chip Hawkins, at least for now. I'm not sure if any other episodes have clips for both segments, but for a while we were getting both, and I was really glad for that because I want to show clips for both segments. But now we're back to having one, which is disappointing, especially since me personally, I'm gonna see how the review goes and see if I change my mind. But as to my experience of right now, I prefer this segment, Rent Control, over Pool's Gold. This is my personal opinion. Like, for right now, I just prefer this segment better, the first one. But it shows Pool's Gold. I guess it's fine. I don't think it's bad. I just would have preferred this one. But what are you gonna do? So sorry. Okay, no mini review today. Yeah, I'm just doing a review. So I'm doing episode 22 today, Tuesday. And Wednesday, tomorrow, I should be doing episode... I think I mentioned I was going to do, like, an Owl House review pretty soon. What was it, episode 13? I might have to reschedule that. So, again, I mentioned before, things change. So, I'm not sure. It should be coming soon, but not as soon as I thought. So, yeah, more Big City Greens. More in America. So yeah, I'm gonna do Rent Control and Pool's Gold today. And what was it? What was episode 23? I believe it was... Oh, right. It was Winter Greens, and I forgot what it was called. I think it was like New Year's Resolution or something. I forgot, but... And this is a Gloria segment, and I'm just trying to think of the last time that we had this in season 2. And this, well, hold on, I'm trying to think. At least for like season 2B, I don't think we had one. Let's see. Episode 16, it was the what was it? The carnival thing, the street show thing. And it was Cricket, asking out Gabriella. So that was episode 16. I can't remember the rest. I'm remembering Super Grandma. I'm remembering... Oh, she was in Chipwreck, but it wasn't about her. It was a Chip episode. So, and also Quiet Please. That was a Cricket one. Oh, present tense, that was a Remy episode. Herp Viking, that was another Cricket one. Again, Super Grandma, that was the Grandma one. Oh, the, what was it? The Time Circle one, that was the Tilly one, which I thought was great. So yeah, no Gloria episode for season 2B. I'm pretty sure this one's season 2A. Just give me a second. Yeah, I'm sure there's one. Trying to remember. Was it a Big Coffee episode? It probably was. I remember she... Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. I was gonna say the, what was it, the Flim Flammed episode? But that was about Cricket. The main story was about Cricket. Gloria was a big part of it, but it was mainly about Cricket. So, man, I might have to look back. I'm drawing a blank. She had no dialogue, and but her face made appearance in what was it, the Level Up episode, which was a Bill episode that was really good. So because she works at big office, it makes sense why she would be there, but no dialogue from her. Did she? Huh. Interesting. I mean, if it comes to me in my brain, I'll mention it. But yeah, I guess this is the. No, it can't be. I'm surprised to say, yeah, this is the first Gloria, the first big Gloria episode in season 2. But oh wait, no, Cricket's Kapowie. Gloria was a big part of that, but it was a Cricket episode also. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank again. If it comes up, I'll mention it. But yeah, this is the first big Gloria one because I just can't. Well, since Gloria will be living with him now, I guess Gloria's gonna have more, big episodes. It'll be more about her, I guess. Yeah. Hmm. I'm really drawing a blank here. But I'll think it'll come to me. It will come. Oh, okay. So yeah. Again, if it'll come, I'll talk about it. But this is a Gloria episode, and it literally picks up. I'm not. I guess it's like days after, because that's what Cricket said. It's been days since Gloria moved in, which was a week after Chipocalypse, because it took a week to rebuild the apartment complex and Big Coffee. But it's no longer Big Coffee, actually. It says for rent. So I'm still like, okay, who's going to buy that place? And so basically, we have Gloria, basically, and she brought her parrot along with her, which is pretty fun. And she's like, and she's like talking to her parent. It's like, oh, like, yeah, I lost my job at Big Coffee, and I guess I can see she's kind of becoming a little bit more comfortable in the house. I mean, it's been a couple days because we see that she's barefoot in the basement. That's where she's living. So I don't know, just something I noticed. She could have just worn socks, but no, she's barefoot. So okay. Anyway, we have basically Gloria's like, I lost my job at Big Coffee, but hey, I got a job at Wholesome Foods, right? That's cool, right? It's, oh, wrong, I had to sacrifice it to help the Greens family, and now I can't afford to buy my apartment, to rent my apartment, and his little life sucks, and there's this guy who is walking next to the house, and he's like, I'm sorry. That was really funny, but he has no idea what's going on. And then Gloria shows the parrot, hey, is this too on the nose? Oh my goodness, it's such a sad painting. Even the bird's like, oh my goodness. And Gloria's, oh, who asked you? Like, you asked it. But Gloria's being delusional, so it's fine. And she went under the blanket, and she's like, on her mattress. That's not said she gave a mattress. It reminds me of Amphibia from early season 1, where and it was Hop Up gave her like a mattress. That's pretty funny and practical since they're in the basement. And basically Cricket and Tilly obviously see Gloria as sort of like an older sister, which I really find fun because they're like, Gloria. Cricket just throws the ball at her, but it just bounces off. And Tilly's like, oh, she can't hear us, Cricket. She's too sad. And Cricket's like, she's been going like this for days. And Tilly's like, hey, how about we cheer up? They put these banana costumes out. They're shaking maracas like, banana, banana. And I like how Cricket's like, here's some ice cream for you. And Tilly's like, and a burly man too. And she puts the burly man's photo in between like her toes. I don't know, really specific. I don't know, you could have just put it in her hand, but okay. And then Gloria's like, what are you guys doing? And then Tilly's like, obviously her moving her foot obviously dropped the photo, so Tilly's trying to pick it up, and she picked it up. It's like, we're trying to cheer you up. And, Cricket takes off his banana costume along with Tilly, and Cricket is like smelling the paint. Yeah, these paint fumes cannot be good. I'm glad that Gloria actually was gonna try the ice cream. It's pretty funny. It's pretty cute also. It's fine. She's about to taste ice cream. The bird is and she's like, yeah, maybe we should leave. And we have Gloria put some shoes on, and Cricket's still going ba-na-na-na-na-na. Gloria's phone fell out of her pocket, and I was disappointed in Tilly here. Just like with Cricket answering Remy's phone, even though Remy said, no, Cricket, don't do that. Same thing. Gloria's phone dropped, and then we have Gloria's parents call her. I was like, oh, this is cool. Tilly picks up, oh, hey, Gloria, your parents are calling. I'm just going to answer it. No, Tilly, no. And I like how, this is pretty funny. Gloria's like, wait, no. And then the bird's like, wait, no. Yeah, the bird knows what's up. And then we hear the mom's voice. I mean, she seems like a nice mom, but very strict, just like the dad. And it's like, oh, Gloria, you finally picked up. When I first heard that, I found it funny, but almost like, how long has Gloria been on her own and she's never called back her parents? Because she said, because we don't know how long the time dilation, so maybe I'm over exaggerating, but she said, oh, you finally picked up. Like, in the entire year or the years since she's moved after art school? But I'm pretty sure probably just within the year, maybe, or maybe within the month, probably. But because, like, she said, oh, you finally picked up. But that was it. I mean, they don't have to explain it, but I'm kind of like, okay, this could be either very simply explained or this would be really bad. But, and then Gloria's kind of giving Cricket to like a, type of face. Come on, Tilly. And I love how Cricket and Tilly just have a faces of curiosity, and Gloria's kind of trying to shoo him away. And they just keep on following her. It's pretty funny. And it's like, oh hey, like, guys, like, oh, I'm just, illustrating a railroad. Because, she loves to paint, so that's what her job, she's explained to her parents. I'm lying, but we've seen Gloria lying to people before, so, and, oh my goodness, I feel Gloria a little bit. I mean, I'm not gonna go as crazy at her, but I do feel a little bit for her. Where to say, oh, we were just coming from a phone call from Emily. She just bought a new house. And Gloria's like, Emily! And I love how she's covering the phone so she doesn't disappoint her parents. I love how Alice just pops out of the door, the open door. She's like, whatever. I just want to make sure no one was hurt. And she's like, oh, that's crazy. Because if you guys didn't know, I come from a family of that do like amazing things, and I'm sure I'm gonna when I get out of college, I'm gonna do something amazing too. I don't have any problem with that. There's a long history of family just doing great stuff, so I just feel for Gloria a little bit, like in my heart, where I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm actually wondering, are we gonna meet Emily? Oh, hopefully she's not a douchebag. Oh, she might be. Oh man. And basically, she said, oh, that's crazy. She bought a house. And they're like, yeah. It's like, hey, like, how about we go to your house? And Cricket and Tilly are obviously kind of worried about Gloria. I was going to take a point off of this, but Cricket and Tilly tried to explain this. Hey, but your parents can help you if you're sad. Like, you've been in the basement for days. Like, not necessarily saying you need help, but come on, like, you need someone. If you're not gonna talk to us, you're not gonna tell our dad, not to our mom, not to grandma, not to Alice. So you gotta talk to someone. And your bird's not enough. Even though, animals are good for therapy, I'm not sure your birds can handle much more of you. So they obviously go to the phone. It's like, oh, you can come over right now. And she's like, oh, no, you can't come over because my house is very hard to find. Because she said I bought a house also. And she's like, it's like, oh, no, we put a tracker on your phone. Don't do that, but it's the type of parents that they are. It's not good, but it's the type of the parents they are. And they're like, oh, okay, bye. And then, why did you guys do that? Until it's like, your parents can help you if you're sad. And Yeah, this would be great. And then Gloria just went to Tilly, like, Tilly, I've been lying to them for years. They think I'm a, like a freelance illustrator or something. And look, and it's, oh, my lies will be exposed. Cricket and Tilly are good siblings. It's like, don't worry, Gloria, we'll help you deceive your parents. Bad message, but they're kids, so, eh. And I'm trying to loosen up a little bit, so. And then I love this. Gloria's like, wait, you will? And I said, yes, we will. They gave Gloria a hug, and Gloria's not really reciprocating the hug. She's just really worried. She's super stressed. I wish I could play this clip. Oh, man. I don't want to say darn you, Disney, but why do you have to show Pools Gold? Again, not a bad episode, but this would have been so funny. Whatever. Man. And basically, Gloria's like, did you have to use all red? It looks like a murderer lived here. Is the nose clear? Oh my goodness, this is Gloria's house. It's perfect. It's not perfect, but it's perfect. Oh my goodness. And we meet Gloria's parents, and they are, please correct me if I'm wrong down below, but they're supposed to represent Japanese parents, I believe. Because the last name is Sato. Her name's Gloria Sato. And by cartoons I've seen before with their facial structures and the lines on the faces and the way that the eye shape and the way it's placed on the head, it really represents the people to come from Japanese descendants, I believe. I could just be totally wrong in the comments below. Just tell me how wrong I am, but I think that's it. Yeah, but yeah. I think I'm right about that. Anyway. And basically, they, oh, Gloria, you seem so stressed out. And it's like, oh, hey, this is my house. But she even said, oh, they won't be here for a couple hours. I can fix this. But no, she did to see the murder house. Oh my goodness. They go inside, and Cricket and Tilly are already putting Gloria's paintings up, and they're pretty decent paintings. I'm not sure if I would buy one, but I'll take a picture of it. Yeah, it's a decent painting. Thumbs up. It's a decent painting. And basically they're trying to hang it up. They're trying to get rid of the Green family photos, but there's one left, and it shows Cricket and Tilly. I love sibling photos. It's pretty nice. And they're like, who? Oh, but even Gloria said like, oh, these are my paintings before I sell it to some billionaire, and it gives me a chance to say goodbye. And there's one that even has a think bubble. This is society question mark. Perfect. And it's like, oh, who are these two kids? And she's like, oh, that that photo came with the frame, because you would get, when you buy photos, obviously there's a photo array with like the family in it. So it's like, oh, that, and I like how, what was it? Tilly gave like a swak, and then Cricket grabbed the photo, and she's like, oh, what photo? And the parents are not idiots. They spoke in I'm guessing it's Japanese. She said, oh, suspicious, and yeah, that's a guess, suspicious, and they're just not. Gloria's kind of getting worried, and then I look at the mom's like, who is this man that's walking to your house? Is Bill? I was bringing fertilizer so he can go out back to do farming stuff. I like Bill's polite, but it's such a weird thing to say. But Bill is the dad. He's like, hey, my name's Bill. I'm the dad. And I like how Mr. Sato, Gloria's father, I don't know his first name. Kind of like how Mr. and Mrs. Boonchoy from Amphibia. Again, no spoilers. I'm not gonna say which season that they appear in, or you could already watch everything, so you already know it's this particular season. But whatever. I don't know their first name, so kind of like with Mr. and Mrs. Sato, and I don't really know. I don't need to know their first names. I would have kind of liked to know Mr. and Mrs. Boonchoy's first names, just of how much we spent time with them. With Mr. and Mrs. Sato, we only know them for one episode, so I'm kind of okay with only knowing them as Gloria's parents. I'm okay with that for now. I mean, is it the end of the world that I don't know Anne's parents' first names? No, it's not, but it would be nice. It would be nice. But anyway, maybe Anne's mom's name is Savisa, because that's Anne's middle name. Or that could be her grandma's name. That could be her grandma's name. Maybe. Who knows? Besides that, and I like how Mrs. Sato kind of raised her eyebrow, like the dad? Like, what do you mean? And I like how Gloria's like, oh, he's the dad of the garden. He's the gardener. But like the garden's like his baby. And he's like, Gloria, like, what are you doing? And I like how Tilly and Cricket are just like in the closet, and then Bill's like, oh wait, I mean, yeah, I forgot, I am the gardener. They just do, yeah, and he's like, I'm the gardener of your house. I'm glad Bill played along. It's really nice because it's not getting like the police involved. It's not, trying to sell a house to like an auction for like a children fundraiser or anything that's gonna involve money or anything like that, or with like the news. It's just to her parents. And Bill kind of sees Gloria as like a, not really like another daughter like for right now, but kind of like another part of the family sort of, because he helped Gloria with the whole, her car was about to get towed, so Bill tried to help her out with that. So yeah, and also Bill worked at Big Coffee, not for Gloria, but he worked there also. So, and he's like, he did some scared, like, I'm the gardener, and the parents are like, oh my goodness, and he's like, he just closes the door. He's like, that's all I am. When he said that, it just makes it more funny of what comes, not what comes next, but in the next two steps. It's so funny. He's like, that's all I am. And he's like, I flipped, flap, and nailed it. No, you didn't, but Bill's so proud. And Gloria's like, whew, okay. And I like the parents are like, oh, Gloria, what's this room? And they're like, oh, Gloria's like, oh my goodness, what now? I found it so funny. Because, oh, sorry, excuse me. I mean, this could just totally happen because Bill or Nancy could, or Alice could have just bought in these pills for them, and they just happened to leave it out accidentally, because this is number one daughter, number one son, and then I was like, oh, obviously these are rooms for children. Gloria, are there children living here? I was like, quick until kind of looking at each other like, oh, should we do something? And Gloria's like, oh no, oh, it's, but I'm glad that Crick and Tilly kind of did this only because. What was Gloria gonna say? I'm actually, when I first watched the episode, I was kind of thinking, Gloria, what were you gonna say? Because, oh, it belongs to the. I mean, it sort of does. That's what she kind of says. But I'm like, I know I'm kind of rambling. Like, we just say, oh, it's just there for guests, but why does it say number one son, number one daughter on it? But so Crick until it comes to conclusion, like, oh, we had to do something. And like, oh, Gloria is our mommy. And I'm glad they kind of said that and not just saying, oh, this is our mom. They had to say Gloria is our mommy, kind of saying that they're adopted. That thing that's nice. So, not the whole go to the whole, what like the, oh, it's great representation. Decided what do I want to say? Lawn or something. You have different aspects for like a show. I don't just want to keep on saying like, oh, it was great representation, even though it is. It's like it can just go without being said. So, but it's kind of cool to say like kind of like we're adopted. Gloria adopted us basically. It's like, oh, you brought us 2 grandchildren. Oh, Emily only showed us one. They actually showed a picture of her earlier, and she has blue skin and what was it, bluish purplish hair. And she said, "Oh, Emily only brought us." Oh wait, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Emily brought her parents 1 grandchild. Now you brought us 2, actually. And I'm glad Mrs. South just like, I'm so glad you have 2 children. Now I'm just gonna spoil them, which you find undermining. I know it's supposed to be a joke, but that was pretty funny. And I like how Cricket's like, my name's Cricket, until he's like, and now I have an English accent, and Gloria's like, oh no you don't, sweetie, and she's like, oh no I was just messing around. And so that's really nice to take a picture of them, Gloria with the kids, and say, oh Gloria, this is really impressive. You have a house, you have 2 kids, and Gloria's like, yes. Oh, this is my room. They just go into Bill's room. There's a big underwear on the ground. There's a, what's it, farming for middle-aged men. This looks like where the gardener sleeps. And Gloria's like, and again Gloria's stuttering. The kids don't know what to do. So Tilly says, they're married. Oh my goodness. And then the mom's like, "You married?" I'm sorry. "You're married to Gardner?" And I love this. Gloria's like, "Yeah, just take a look at this guy. Look at the hard worker." And he is a hard worker. And I love this so much. With everything what Bill said earlier about, what was it? Bill said, "I'm the gardener and nothing else," kind of like keeping the relationship secret. Gloria opens the window, saying, "Hey, honey, I'm so glad that we're married." Sorry. "I'm so glad that we're married. I'm so glad we're in love. Bye." And she closes the window, and obviously the parents see from the window that Bill's kind of like, he jumps the fence. It's all the old ball and chain. And it's like, he looks fearful, like he just ran away, jumped the fence. And Alice obviously is hearing ruckus and hearing yelling and stuff like that. So Alice is like, what are you people doing in my house? What's going on? The mom freaks out, accidentally like slaps her. Oh my goodness. But Alice is a trooper. She's been in the army. She was about to punch the mom. She ducks and then punches Mr. Sato. Oh my goodness. They gave him a bag of peas. And Alice was like, "Oh, get out of my house." And then Laura's like, "She's my maid. She's crazy, but she's heck of a scrubber. Oh, so this is my life in a nutshell. What do you guys think?" She's like, "This is more disappointing than we ever could imagine. I thought we were proud of you, but we're really disappointed. You have Bill hiding in the bushes. You're in a failing marriage. Your house is falling apart. Your housekeeper is crazy. Look at your son." I'm glad he didn't say anything bad about Tilly, but Tilly tried to put his tongue back in, but the tongue keeps coming out. But he's like, "Oh, look, Cricket's kind of quote unquote damaged in a sort of way. Like, just look at your son. Look how weird he is." But I'm glad he didn't like go into detail about that. But it's like, you don't need to. It's not appropriate. And so Gloria's like really sad, like, "Oh, well, what am I gonna do?" And I love how they try to get Remy into the whole banana thing. But he's coming from the limo. He's like, "Oh, hey guys, like, are we still doing the banana thing?" And then Cricket's like, "No, we're doing another thing." And Gloria obviously knows about Remy, but not the full extent of him. Like, she only like heard of him. It's like, "Wait a minute, Remy's rich, right?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, he got a buttload of money." "Oh hey, my limo's arrived." And they're like, "What?" "Oh yeah, this is my first house with my family in it, but I actually have a second house, just me by myself, and in case the kids kind of want to well, not really want to visit, but basically saying I have a second house that's kind of really meant for me and my success." Sorry. And whoa, you have a limo that's really impressive. And they, "Oh right, Remy," to try and kind of get his approval, which is his house. So I'm really glad that she did that. And I like how Remy's like, "Is this a new thing?" And then Cricket tells like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah." So I'm guessing that the Sato's just kind of thinking as Remy as either like a foreign exchange student or like a visitor, friend of the kids, or something. They didn't really explain it. And so they go to the Remington's house. First time Gloria goes there. First time she's been. It's pretty cool. And Gloria, obviously, Cricket and Tilly and Remy are just kind of like, yeah, it's nice, but because they've been there, before like so many times. And we have Gloria say, "Oh, never gets old." She's like, "Whoa." And it's like, "Oh, the time that I said, oh, hey, take a look at this photo." And the photo came with a frame, and it's basically that photo of the giant photo of Mr. and Mrs. Remington, Russell and Rochelle. And you have Remy in the tiny tux, which is really funny. And it's like, "Oh, look at my robot butler." And obviously, the robot butler is a good robot. He's like, intruder. Because the robot butler hasn't seen Gloria before, so it makes sense. And she just drop kicks it. It's like, "Oh, he needs an update." It's like, "Hey, take a look at this." It's kind of like Scrooge McDuck diving into the money bin, basically. He's like, "I'm gonna go for a swim." And obviously Remy's like, "Gloria, wait, no, that was a mistake. That's some solid gold. That the diving board was a mistake. That shouldn't be there." And Gloria obviously didn't listen, but she jumps in anyway. She's like, "Wait, what? Remy just told you." And then her back lands on the solid gold. Oh, oh, that must hurt. And she's like, oh hey Gloria, oh hey guys, oh we were really impressed with you, and oh this is how approvals this is what it feels like. She spits out like a piece of gold, but if you land on your back, how did the gold get in your mouth? Like like how did that happen? Yeah, but it all feels good. They go outside, and basically kind of Gloria's kind of whispering to the kids like, "Hey, thank you guys so much. I keep on my ruse. This should keep them off my backs for a couple of years. You guys did great. Well, hey, anything we can do to help you? We're friends. We're family." Um, this is the part of the episode where, oh my goodness, because everything's going good so far. Because they're like, oh, time to leave our perfect daughter with her perfect life. And we finally had something to brag about to our friends and our extended family. And Gloria's like, we finally have something to brag about. And Gloria's like, wait, did you? Sorry, I need some water. Did you not want to brag about me before? And they actually stop as they're about to leave. And wait, what? Did you care about what it was doing before any of this? And then the Satos are kind of, did they have an explanation? It's like, well, we would have bragged about you, but we kept on calling you. You keep on saying now is not a good time. You never reach out to us. And Gloria's basically like maybe the reason why I don't want to talk to you guys is because you keep on constantly comparing me to my cousin. And they're like, Emily. And it's like, we thought sharing, and the parents are nice. They can be better, but basically their understanding is we thought sharing stories about her success would inspire you. Is that sometimes we feel like you need a little push. Oh, that's the last thing Gloria needs. Because Gloria's like, a little push? The last thing I need is a little push from you. Oof. When I heard that, I was like, oh, I'm glad the parents didn't react badly to this. Because he's like, oh, from you. I'm like, oof. And it's like, some distrust is good. Like, hey, you got a big man out of it, right? Or it all worked out. Oh, like, argument over. Gloria, I wish I could play this clip so much. Oh, man. But she's like, ooh. Actually, speaking of that, I lied. I have nothing. They're like, what? And they're like, yeah, the 2 houses, the family, the marriage, the 2 kids, the robot butler, the solid gold, the housekeeping maid person. It is all lies. In truth, and Gloria just comes clean. I lost my job. My art career, my painting career is going nowhere. And I had to rely on children to make this elaborate ruse. And I'm glad to remember say, hey, yeah, we're flexible. We're going to help out. And say, oh, take that. I'm a complete, and she falls to the ground and says, I'm a failure. I didn't want to say anything. That's why I've been dodging your calls for all these years. Or months. She never explains that. I'm guessing years? I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't want to disappoint you. Obviously, the parents are kind of, not really freaking out, but kind of like, Gloria, we didn't know we were struggling so much because Gloria never reached out. But the parents are kind of also realizing that they weren't exactly the best parents either. They're saying, Gloria, we didn't know you were having such a difficult time. We want you to succeed, but you do not need to succeed for us to love you. We need to do a better job of expressing that, huh? It's like, guys, yes, that's what I need. Thank you. And Gloria invited Mr. and Mrs. her parents to dinner with the Green. So you having family dinner. Alice is okay with it because she's not beating up Mr. Sato again, or Mrs. Sato, because that's who she tried to punch, but she ducked and hit Mr. Sato. I'm glad that Gloria's mom's, hey, Mr. Green, thank you so much for inviting us over for dinner. And so, hey, no problem. Over the whole experience thing we had is the least we can do. And hey, your Gloria's a good kid. who is definitely not my wife, and they're like, yeah, we know, you don't need to keep saying it. And I like how Gloria's like, hey, being young is tough. You couldn't pay me to do it again. I like how Alice is like older than everyone. She's like, wait, pay me. Wait, what? I'll do it. I'll pay it. Because Gloria. Alice wants to be young again. Is like, hey, Gloria. Even though we already had our conversation, I just want to say one more thing. We know you're trying your best. You know your situation isn't the best right now, but you seem to be around a good family, good people, and we couldn't be more proud of you, especially since now you're being honest with us. And Gloria just has just say, Mom, that felt so good to hear. And then mom's like, yes, so just stop slouching. And I like how Cricket's kind of like grabbing into Mrs. South, like, hey, you can still call me grandbaby, give me more presents. And this is kind of weird because Miss Bill's like, oh, Cricket, get off of Mr. Satch's lap. Even though he was around his like waist, not the lap. But he's like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. And that's the end of the episode. Okay, so what should I rate this episode? I would give it a, let's see, 95. Yeah, I thought this was a. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I give this an 80%. I thought this was a great episode. Just whole thing about Tilly. You know, I know we had to get the parents in here somehow, but into the equation. But Tilly answered the phone, even though Gloria said no. Just like when I did with Remy Rescue, I took a point off for when Cricket answered Remy's phone. You know, Remy said not to when the his mom was calling. So yeah, it's the same thing. I'm taking a point out for Tilly. So hopefully they don't do that again. So that was the first one. Gloria now listening to Remy when she jumped into the solid plated gold pool, and when she thought it was gold coins, and also her gold coins kind of coming out of her mouth. Like that didn't make any sense since she fell on her back. So that didn't really make any sense. And also with what was it? Oh right, Bill basically saying get off of Mrs. Sato's lap, Gloria's dad's lap. Even though Cricket wasn't on his lap, he was so uncomfortably touching him, but it wasn't his lap, so that was kind of weird that Bill said that, but whatever. But yeah, 80%, this was a great episode. We met Gloria's parents. We know that Gloria has a cousin named Emily. Gloria's now living in the basement with the Greens. Gloria's now being honest with her parents. Gloria doesn't have a job anymore. She's still working on her paintings. I'm wondering how long Gloria's gonna stay there for. Because of how long we've seen Gloria work at like Big Coffee, that was like the status quo with her. It's been through all of season 1, along with I would say 75% of season 2, because even past like the halfway mark, even in the season 2B, we've seen Gloria work at Big Coffee. So I would say like the final quarter of the season is where Gloria moved in with the Greens. So yeah, so whole season and 75% of season 2. So I would say maybe having Gloria live with the Greens for all of season 3, maybe, because you're gonna have the quarter left of season 2. And I would say along with season 3. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I think that that's what you should do with living with a green. And if she lives there permanently, I've seen families that are not blood related that live together. So I wouldn't mind her just living there permanently, and we can see Gloria more. So that's something definitely that we can do. Just Gloria living there, but it would also be nice for Gloria to kind of live on her own, not just in a crummy apartment, you know. But she lives with the Greens. That's totally fine. And, in Alice's house. So I would say if she is gonna move, if she does find like a job soon, a steady job that pays well, I would say yeah for the entire of for the rest of season 2, along with all of season 3, if she finds a job, maybe by the beginning of season 4, that's when she tries to find like another place. If she is gonna move, that's what I would want personally. Because if she's gonna move eventually, I wouldn't want her to well, I mean, unless she wants to wait like later, Gloria personally, but again we don't know. Because for right now, Gloria doesn't have a job. But yeah, everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share the video, and I'll see you guys later today for the second half of this episode called Pool Gold. And I have a clip for that, so that would be pretty cool. Excuse me. And I'll see you guys later today for that. Okay. Bye.